Hi, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into it for the Libra Collective. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. Libra, this is a timeless reading. If you enjoy crystals, animal messages, angel numbers, angel messages, color cards, chakra cards, all different kinds of cards, tarot cards, you're in the right place because we're going to get all of those kinds of messages today. We're going to use a variety of decks and let's get started. We have Go with the Flow, Libra, with Aquamarine. And actually, it's funny because right before this reading, I had Orca Whale come in and it had to do with getting into the flow of life. And now we have Aquamarine and it says, Go with the Flow. Amazing. What else do we have? Just did your February reading for you. Also done a Fire Horse reading for you. That energy starts February 17th, so your reading's already up for that. Did your whole 2026 reading back in December. That's there. So many great readings for you, and many more to come. Get crystal clear with clear quartz. I'm actually hearing right now clairaudiently. I'll share, tarot cards, oracle cards, but also channeled messages. And I'm hearing clairaudiently shimmy shanga, or shimmy shake, or chimichanga, or something along those lines. So I know randomly specific, but that's why you love me, right? Okay, let's see what else. None of it's random though. It's specific, but it's not random. It only feels random when it's not your message. Lemurian quartz. Ooh, practice patience. Especially if you're trying to tune into your own intuition. Sometimes things need to be a certain way or more in order or aligned or whatever divine order, whatever the divine has in store for us. Things can't really be according to our timeline. So for example, you're trying to tap into your own intuition. I feel like it kind of happens in its own time, like when you're ready. You basically get what you can handle, what you can work with, and then you'll get more and more. But so don't give up if you're trying to discover your own intuitive abilities. Just keep going, keep practicing, keep trying, try different ways. We have a Popolite here with Stay Positive. There it is. Yes, stay positive. Now I find it interesting that you have 3 different types of clear crystals here. You have clear quartz, Lemurian quartz, and you have a Popolite. Very high vibrational stones, and they're keepers of divine wisdom. All right, what else do we have? Let's get started with some color goddess casting cards. All right, thought I'd really do a lot of just fun, bright oracle cards. It was the Schoolhouse Intuitive's birthday yesterday, so I'm in sort of a festive, fun mood. Thanks to all of you. Thanks for helping me get over that 10,000 sub mark. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're 3 years old as of yesterday. What else do we have? What do we have, please? What do we have? I'm hearing a name like Pietra. Okay, we have sky, faith, flight, and limitlessness. Beautiful. Love that color. Nice sky blue. Sacred geometry is coming in for some people or for some reason. Larimar, in like Caribbean calcite, I'm getting those kind of gemmies there. There's something here. Yeah, taking flight. It's funny because I heard, as I was shuffling, I heard suitcase. And so I should have called it out, but I never know. I can't call out everything I hear, I guess, all the time. But it's interesting because it's making me think of November and April too. Yeah, I heard, because it's funny because I heard suitcase because I see flight on this card. You have mint, daydreams, fantasy, and imagination. Now, what's so cool is I think you're blending two energies. You're working with like 2 different energies. Maybe you're trying 2 different things or something, because Look at the aquamarine, how it's a blue-green, and you have blue and green, the same kinds of shades of blue and green that could make this aquamarine here. All right. So there's just something here. You're putting things together that maybe wouldn't normally go together, and it just works. It's almost like you find a secret, like you get a secret advantage to something, or you solve a puzzle or something here. It feels like. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So with mint, it's daydream, fantasy, imagination. So it's like as you're making a dream come true, I think you've discovered something here. Maybe you're exploring, mysteries of the world or of consciousness or something. But yeah, it's like getting crystal clear with mint. Now, mint is very energizing. It can lead to, one of the scents that can help us as far as clear us up and get some clarity in other ways, not just like your sinuses or whatever. But I think of eucalyptus, mint. There's lots of different things or scents or oils that you can work with. But all right, we have gold, prosperity, riches, and wealth, and that's practice patience is clarified by gold. So maybe we need to practice patience when it comes to when we're bringing in that gold, when our harvest is going to be. For some of you, it's going to be August or sometime during Leo season, or connecting to that Leo lion energy. Okay, now this is really funny because behind that crystal over there, which I'm not going to reach all the way across, I have a laughing Buddha that I just put on that table today. And you have a laughing Buddha on this card. Pay attention to the glorious insights you're getting now, the synchronicities. None of it is a coincidence. If you found this video, it's not a coincidence. There's something here for you. I know that. I don't just believe it. I know it for sure. Okay? Just stick around. You'll see. What else do we have? A couple of cards flew out, but they were off camera. I do like to make sure that everything's on camera as much as I possibly can. I don't always catch it, but let's see what else we have. Sometimes a card will fall and it'll like land on my foot. I know I have to pick that up, but anyway, what do we have? Just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. Not doing it. All right. Oh, jet. Conclusion, death, end. But it says stay positive. It's underneath that very high vibrational stone, apophyllite. I've worked with it. It's great. You want some crown chakra activation, work with apophyllite. It's very like clustery, kind of, at least the pieces I've worked with, and that one that's on the card here. Great for crown chakra stuff. But what's cool is you have that contrast of the black with the white here, and like root chakra, black and white, divine connection to the divine there. So it feels with the crown, it feels very majorly, massively transformative. And you can see what's so cool. I love this. Look at how in this card, the sunflowers and everything's golden and all that. But look, then you have like, imagine these, is it not sunflowers? I think they're black-eyed Susans actually. Imagine the black-eyed Susans when they're at their end. They kind of look like that. I know that's another flower, but I'm looking at it as like, wow, things really have shifted, and it's not a bad thing though. Stay positive, right? Not trying to do any of that spiritual bypassing stuff. It's important too when something comes to an end and concludes, and in your grieving, it's okay to process, to grieve, take as long as you need for that, right? Work with professionals, do whatever you need to do. But then once you've done all the work, right, because we don't want to bypass, we want to go through it, then it's like you have something more to look forward to, possibly, right? More than possibly. I can see it. It's in here already. It's already in the cards. But it's important you get clear, because what we think about, we bring about. What do we have here? I'm getting, I already said it, but I'm getting November again. November. I'm hearing Tina as well. Very clairaudient today. Well, every day, but I find if I do a couple of readings on a certain day, the more I go, the more I hear. So here's my second reading of the day. Let's see what else we have. lavender. I'm going to start composition. So what are you creating? Are you musically composing something? Are you getting ready to do some sort of healing for yourself or others? There's something here about sharing your sensitivity, your empathy, your empathic abilities are strengths. It feels like compassion. I see some nice healing hands. Certainly makes me think of Reiki as a Reiki practitioner. Very expansive energy. I kind of want to just leave that here too. I kind of want this in the middle for some reason. Now, mint and lavender. Now that is very, and then you have amethyst here. It just, things are coming together. They're getting organized. And I think you're gonna be seeing this. You're gonna feel it. I think a lot of you know, but with lavender, it's like relaxation, letting go of the stress. And mint can be very like wake you up, wake up the senses, where lavender is kind of very calming, soothing, relaxing. And so it's blending the two. Make sure you're getting enough of both. Also, sunlight in healthy doses, right? And in healthy ways. Okay, that's it for the Color Goddess casting cards. I love working with these cards. They are by, well, everything's down below, but these are by Renee A. Birch. So beautiful cards. Found them on Etsy. I found most of my cards on Etsy. I like to work with small artists' work, small creators. Well, they're not small, but the company is maybe. Okay, let's get some animal cards. Then we're going to get into some tarot. We'll use the Curious Travels Tarot deck today. Used it in the last reading. Liked it a lot. Felt good. So this is the Secret Language Animals Oracle cards by Chip Richards. The crystal deck. I know I write them down, but people all the time ask, like, what deck was that? What was that? Please do check the description box. You can always check that by, if you'll see the title underneath the video, if you click more, or if you see dots or more, you just click on that and the whole description box comes up. There's a lot of information about each reading in that description box. And sometimes other announcements are in there too, like where to get a personal reading from me, schoolassintuitive.com. So it's all below. It's all down there. Sometimes I'll forget, or I don't know the name of a deck, so I won't list it. Almost always we'll get a comment, which deck was that? So this first one I used was Daily Inspiration. It's the Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Askinosie. Okay, enough of that. Not everybody wants to know which deck I use. All right, what else do we have? I'm picking up on typewriting, like typing or typewriting skills. Maybe you have an actual typewriter. But okay, bottom of the deck, salmon. Whenever I see this, I go salmon. So there's salmon, card 5. Very much in line with those colors of the blue and the mint, the aquamarine. And this says faith, determination, independence, and change. Have faith as something transforms. I saw 1313 on the timer. What would that be? That would be double death rebirth in tarot. So it's making me think some of you have 2 big transformations that are happening right now. So there's salmon coming in. Have faith. Stay determined. This could have to do with your independence in some way, but there are some big major shifts here. Again, go with that flow, right? And then you have Crow, card 27. Month of May could mean something for some of you. I am feeling that. And also, I know it says Crow, but I'm getting hawk energy too. So maybe you have a special connection, or one of your loved ones in spirit does. You have communication, transformation, story, and universal law. What else? Yeah, words matter. We know that. Be careful of, I'm hearing something about the words you're using in the heat of a moment. There could be some sort of open dialogue exchange you're having, or even something that takes place in front of a group. You want to try to avoid the conflict if that's possible. Not because you don't, have strength or anything, or you're rolling over and being passive, but because it's not worth having that happen there in front of a group. All right. So if you need to speak to somebody, there's a time and place, right? That's what we have for that. You always do what you need to do or what you want to do, though. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. Check out the disclaimer in that description box. Okay. Interested in your other signs? Mantic Mystic is my all signs channel. What else do we have, please? As I'm shuffling, what else do we have? I'm getting the name Ellen or Ellie, Eleonora. Okay, you have Tree Frog and Python. Card 41, Tree Frog. Soul Song, Meditation, Creation, and Rebirth. Again, with that transformation energy, love it. And you have 17, Python, Discernment, Detachment, Transformation, Renewal. Oh my gosh. So you have 3 times now. You have rebirth, you have renewal, you have transformation twice. Then you have transformation with this jet energy, jet black energy there. Look at that. What's so cool about this too is I think of the tree frog, I think of like the wood snake, which is the year we're just coming out of. And we're going to be moving into that, and then the snake here. So I think of like wood snake, and we're moving into the year of the fire horse, February 17th. Theme that came throughout the year when I did your 2026 reading in December, card 39, it was wolf energy. This is a timber wolf. It has to do with instinct, guidance, belonging, and order. Look at that. Those icy blue eyes. They know things. This is leadership energy. That came through. The name Tim, Timothy, any variation of Timothy could come in or could mean something for you, I should say. Now, let's get, so we have our crystal cards, we have those animal cards, we have our color cards. Now we're going to get into the tarot. For Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. Whoa. I know this is so, everything I say is going to be right. I'm picking up on school psychology or school psychologist, something, a role like that may involve students, you know, with in need of an evaluation or something. I don't know if someone in your family needs one or if you yourself work in a school, but I am picking up on that because I was just given the name of a school psychologist that I know personally, and it's not but through my professional work, and he did evaluations for students when I was working. So yeah, interesting. So I'm not sure why you're hearing that, but 7 of Cups. Why I'm hearing that. You have a golden opportunity coming in. Choose wisely. You have that snake here. This is about your transformation overall. So let's not be hasty. That's what I'm getting. 3 of Wands too. 3 of Wands. There is something moving kind of fast paced. Don't miss that boat. Okay. There's an opportunity coming in. We don't want to let fear or whatever else come in, glaze us over, or like keep us stuck or something. We don't want to kind of not gloss over. That would be a different term. We want to make sure that we're clear is my point. That was huge for your February energy reading. So it makes sense it would be coming into this reading because February is just a couple days away, right? Okay, what else do we have, please? I don't normally get that off the 3 of Wands, but it's like we want to make we want to make sure that we are clear on what's best for us. We choose what's best for us, not everybody else necessarily. We have the 9 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Again, get clear what's best for you. We don't want to be making decisions out of a place of defensiveness or even exhaustion, right? It's, stand your ground, keep your boundaries, get calm, get clear, rest. Some of you have had to be resilient just for so long, but you have to replenish your resources, right? This person's meditating, they're resting, they're getting clear, doing what's best for them. 3 swords on the wall, 1 below. Seeing different perspectives. Important. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. You're going to know when to take that step forward. And for some of you, you're not feeling it yet. You're not ready to cross a certain bridge or to give up on someone or something. And that's your right, right? I'm not here to force you or anything like that. Let me just, where I am right now is the temperature is fluctuating. So I'm just going to, all right, took care of that. Let's see, I just had to adjust the heater over there. Let's see what else we have. Everyone's going to be trying to get some of what you have, okay? The spotlight, the sun could be on you. I get you're kind of the one keeping it all together with something right now. Oh my, which way are we doing? What are we doing here? I see a king and a knight. Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands. I like that the King of Wands is, yeah, well, it looked like they were pretty balanced, but look, they're looking a little off balance in a way. It's as though they're trying to be. Again, I'm going to say you'll know when it's the right time for you. We don't want to be missing opportunities, but we don't want to be choosing when we're not feeling grounded, not feeling safe, not feeling balanced. When we're in a very defensive space, we don't want to be making big decisions when it comes to that. That's my feeling on that. Okay, you do you. But the King of Wands, they don't necessarily know all the steps, all the plan. What I love about this, they're still an authority though, and they can really get a crowd going, right? They're like the ones on the dance floor that have all the great moves and like they always look good, smell good. Like they're those fiery, think Aries, Leo, Sag. When I see kings and queens, I always think of like all of the elements, not just, I wouldn't say, oh, this is just Leo or it's just Aries. I consider it to be all fire signs. That's me though. I just go by the energy of fire, the element of fire. So you have that balancing out though with this Knight of Pentacles. So it feels like some of you are, there's passion there for a particular person, project, job, something, pursuit in some way. But how to make it happen, that's where things kind of slow down. Maybe finding enough resources or enough support, backing financially even. That's where things are getting they're just kind of stuck in some way. But don't let that completely, make you miss out again on that opportunity, that Three of Wands. All right. Let's see what else we have for our lovely, dear Libras. Thanks to all the members out there and subscribers. I appreciate you very much. Thanks to those of you who show up for every single reading. I am so truly grateful for you. Thank you. Two of Wands. I heard a name like Mirabelle or Marissa or something like that. Mira, something along those lines. The M and the R stood out to me. M-I-R-M-R. Yeah, there's those three letters are in there. Maybe actually I just said MRI. Maybe some of you are getting an MRI. Because when we're meeting for a group like this, it can have so many different meanings, right? It can be your message and also someone else's like 20 times over, right? So the Two of Wands, again, it's kind of like you're not really sure which way to go, which step, where do I go? Like something feels like it's sort of holding you back, or there's strings attached with a certain something or someone. What else do we have? We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And I'm picking up on a bit of sorrow here. And Seven of Wands in reverse. This is feeling overwhelmed. You could be feeling like you just want to give up. What do we do about that? What do we give up? These two. Okay, we're walking away from scarcity mindset. We're walking away from feeling that lack, feeling as though we have to do everything on our own, feeling as though no one loves us. We're walking towards positive change, something that's a little more fulfilling, a little bit of something where there aren't strings attached, where there aren't power struggles. You have the eclipse card there, that Eight of Cups. And, sometimes the price we pay staying in something too long is higher by staying just to keep the peace than if we free ourselves and make those hard changes. What else do we have? Do you know our last reading, that crystal, that amethyst flame, somehow ended up moving? I don't know. I still have to look at that video, I guess, but I'm almost afraid to, because sometimes things do move on the table. Many of you have commented on that. It's real. It happens. I myself am always surprised because I don't notice it when I'm reading. And then you'll notice it. Thank you when you leave a comment. Does anyone know about that amethyst? How did that happen? All right. Four of Wands here. The flame, it moved towards me. I mean, maybe it's it's a flame. Fire horse energy is coming in. It's about movement. See how, as a tarot reader can always make connections. Four of Wands here. A partnership or an investment in something else outside of yourself or outside of your own idea could really pay. Leads to a victory here, leads to some sort of, graduation almost. That's the energy. It feels like graduations. Maybe some of you are graduating this year or someone you know is. You have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Death card. Hand of Fate came into your last reading, as did the Death card. And it feels as though some of you, without having the Tower here, I would say these two together does kind of make me feel like there could be a Tower moment for some. And that's not necessarily scary, but it is surprising usually. It's like change. It's transformation. It could be a sudden transformation. You could run into somebody at the bookstore who has lost a ton of weight, or you're the one who lost a ton. There's something here about that. And I say that because that's what I saw clairvoyantly. Someone coming into the bookstore and, oh my gosh, you've lost a lot of weight. And I heard the conversation even just so there is something here about this, and it has to do with shedding. So there's some sort of transformation involving shedding. Now that I'm looking at the cards, I know why I was hearing that and seeing it clairvoyantly. There's just make sure we don't go to extremes though. Okay. There is that caution there. Be mindful. Don't go to extremes. I need to get some angel cards for you immediately. That's the feeling I'm getting. So let's do it. We do this here. This is the Intuit Angel Oracle. You can find their shop on Etsy as well. And it's their Angel Oracle. So this is Angel Sandalphon, the Angel of Music. And this is card 19. And didn't you have composition? I thought you did. Oh, I said composition and thought of writing, but it was actually compassion. So there's something here about harmonic healing. This is 5th chakra. It's very cool. It's Pisces energy, and we're almost in, well, we'll be in Pisces season in February. But anyway, this is creative expression, poetry, melody, clairaudience. Yes, clairaudience. This is, I help you tune in your frequency to source through sound, vibrations, and music, singing, and poetry. It's connecting to turquoise, communicating clearly, and something happening within days. And because it's 19, it makes me think of sun energy, and it feels like something's going to improve within days, just days. You're only days away from this, so hang in there, folks. There's also, this is reminding me the sound, vibrations, and music, singing, poetry. It's reminding me of how when I did your 2026 reading for the month of February, I heard the rhythm of resonance. Rhythm is your resonance. That's what I was given. Loud and clear, channeled. And there's something here about rhythm, about it could be anything you do that's rhythmic. That could be very good for you. Or you could be picking up on vibrations. You're just much more sensitive to that. I'm talking solar storms. I'm talking like you're feeling the vibes in the room clearly, more so than ever before. There's just some things there. You could find movement, or maybe you're tuning into to bird songs more, or to the patterns and habits of things in nature. These are all things that are coming up right now. What's music to your ears, by the way? Something could be music to your ears within a matter of days. Gonna love it. Michael, oh my gosh. Card 1, Archangel Michael. There we go. And there's an eagle overhead. You're soaring above it all. Whatever it is, Michael, Archangel Michael, thank you for being there, because that is the sword of light, sword of truth, and the defender and protector of earth, and that includes you. Call upon Archangel Michael, depending on your beliefs, right? This is for the revelation of truth, restoration of faith, reassurance, strength, courage, resolve, cutting cords. Now, that's great. And also, when I think chords, I think music. Music's huge for you right now. If it's not, it may be. Also, by the way, if you're looking for an easy way to clear the energy and raise a vibration quickly, or change your channel all of a sudden, energetically, bells, a simple clear bell, just ding, 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 ding. That can switch the channel for you if you're stuck. Just one easy little tip. There are tons of ways, but that's coming in. Somebody out there needs to know a little tiny bell, ding, ding, ding. Maybe you find it on a Christmas decoration you had or something, or a cat toy or something, but just ding, 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 a bell. All right. So it can help you like clear energy. So it says, call on me when you feel afraid, lonely, in despair, or are in need of courage and protection. This is connecting to Sapphire, Sunday, and Trust. Perhaps the month of September, as Sapphire is a traditional precious gem of September. Okay, I'm hearing Steamboat, and it can also be Steamboat Springs. So shout out. Muriel. I don't think I've had this one before. Oh my, Angel of Hail, Fire, and Spellbinding. Okay, this is awesome. This is Virgo energy. We just had September come in. Maybe you're on that cusp. We have the 22nd or 22 here. I know there are a bunch of you out there who are born the 23rd. I love September 23rd people. Always get along great with them, by the way. Just saying. Okay. So September 22nd here, or 22 coming in. Angel of Hail, Fire, and Spellbinding. This is subduing elements. This is protection, warding off evil, liberating truth. The truth sets you free. And power to bind and unbind. It's connecting to, okay, so ask a question. If you have a yes or no, this angel says no. Also, several months is the time period. And fire agate is the stone. So she says, I will cover you with fiery wings of protection and make you immune to any kind of evil that comes your way. Amazing. And this reading wants to talk more about February, I can tell. Even though it's a timeless reading, it definitely feels like a follow-up to February because, we have the fire horse coming in. That fire horse, it's not even out of the gate yet, right? And like a typical horse waiting to get out of the gate, it is already, its energy is felt and intense and virtually unstoppable. I mean, and that's how I feel we're going to be. We're going to be like pretty much unstoppable this year. So let's get to it, right? Let's do it, get down to it. Okay, let's see what else. I do want to get chakra insight cards. Okay, messages from our chakras or for our chakras. What do we have, please? What do we have? Very revolutionary energy. Ooh, what's this? Fell on the floor. Oh my. Oh, 2 cards on the floor. Okay, so we have faith and forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness came in as a theme as a theme for February. So this is and there's that 23 I just mentioned, 23rd of September. Right? So we have letting go, healing, growth, compassion with forgiveness, rainbows, and dandelion wishes. Look at that. Dandelion dreams. All right. And we have card 48, hope, support, miracles, spirituality, faith. So between these two, you have heart chakra, crown chakra energy. Chakras 4 and 7. Maybe you resonate with 7, 4, 4, 7. 7, 4, 7. Shout out, Star Lady. All right. Card 2, family. Belonging, community, culture, tribe. Find in your tribe. The saying, your vibe attracts your tribe, something like that. Well, there we are. And that's root chakra. And that's you knowing you belong, knowing you are safe, you are supported. What else do we have? 3 F's. Faith, family, forgiveness. We even have frog. So faith, family, forgiveness, frog. What's going on with the F's? We have a Fred, a Frederico, The mind, card 38. 38, the mind. And that is connecting to our third eye chakra. So this is openness, flexibility, imagination, learning. When we open ourselves up, we're limitless. And that, let me remind you, is the first card, other than our crystal cards, that you had. And oh my gosh, it also says faith. So with faith, and I'm going to throw in there, and accountability, with faith, openness, and accountability, right? Taking the actions, knowing that it's the ball's still in our court. Yes, it's great to have faith, but we still need to take action, right? So with those combined, it's like a perfect recipe for limitlessness, abundance, whatever it is you want to bring in. I'm getting 11 and 12 here, so something about that. 11 and 12, and then I'm getting steps. Disconnecting the music again or something. I'm definitely getting more music again. More music. Okay, what else do we have? We have physical health, more root chakra stuff here. Vitality, strength, body image, and balance. Card 5, something will be changing with physical health this year. I feel it's positive. I feel if there's been something stuck or allowed to fester or something, you're tackling it. You're done with it. And maybe you have someone new to help support you with that. I do feel that coming in. What else do we have? Oh my gosh, what did I just say? You have someone new coming in to help with that. You get card 26, heart chakra connection again with the word connection. Someone coming in to help you. They have compassion. They want to help you heal. They want to help you let go of what's kept you stuck for the last several months or years. What has been stopping you is being lifted. Universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. Beautiful. What else do we have? Back to tarot. Good news. Tell us about the good news. I'm feeling good news. Hope. Why should we have hope? What's going on with that? Like, what's up with hope, man? All right, let's see. I'm hearing Pluto, and I'm also hearing Penelope. All right. Oh my goodness. Justice. Ooh. Pluto. Small but mighty. Transformation, right? Rebirth. What was in the dark will be revealed and brought into the light to be transformed. This can have to do with that physical health. It can have to do with world stage. It can have to do with some sneaky freaky at work, something, whatever. I don't know. Sneaky freaky energy at work. I don't know. But that's just what I heard. So sorry. But yeah, it can have to do with, I think I used the F because there's so many F's here in this reading. Yeah. And February coming in, but there's that ultimate clarity. There's truth, there's clarity, there's that harmonization, okay? Harmonizing. Is harmonization a word? Harmonizing kind of energy. Card 11, Justice. That is our card, Libra. That's our card. I would like to also, we're going to get more animal messages. Let's get animal messages. I love that you have Justice coming in. That is fantastic. Let's, before we do that, let's go ahead and get a few of the messages from Divine Spirit, I think it's called. It's down below by Maruka X. What do we have? Tell us more about this Justice. How's that playing out? What does that look like? What do we need to know? Something's up in the air, and look at this. This person looks like they're up in the air on the tightrope there, and it says the situation has many unknown elements due to the influence of others. Okay, so it could have to do with a lot of people involved, either in your personal life, or it could have to do with world stage stuff. Okay, what else do we have? It's kind of hard to avoid that, right? If you exist. Okay, what else do we have? You have soul family and family heritage. So now you have family showing up 3 separate times in this reading. You know, I think family, yeah, you had a family card come into your last reading too. So family, there's a big focus on families and maybe even felines here, your feline family here, because we have a bunch of cats here. And you know, cats aren't usually in a tribe, but hey, soul families can be anything you want them to be, right? That's the whole point, I think. So prepare to meet those who share similar frequency levels as you. And we have family and heritage. And this card is, it's time to get back in touch with your loved ones. You've been away from them and it's time to get back in touch. And then you have path to knowledge. I think this was in your last reading too. My goodness, for February. So more themes for February, it looks like. So you're journeying into the realm of knowledge to assist you in your personal growth. If it wasn't in the last reading, it was in the pre-shuffle for the last reading. More clarity and direction. You're not seeing it yet though. It's, you know why? Because it's up in the air. There's more to learn. There's more to know about something if you're not quite clear. You're going to get that clarity though. Practice patience, stay positive, go with the flow. You're going to be getting crystal clear. I just summarized all the crystal cards. I think that's the first time I've ever shown the back of the card to the camera very confidently, only to go, oh, whoopsie. There we go. Queen of Swords. That's our queen. That's our truth. We're sticking to it, man. Sticking to that truth. Man, woman. All right. Oh. What else do we have? Divine direction. Give us a clue. What do we need to know? I'm picking up on carpenter ants. Okay? Carpenter ants. A new dawn. The worst is behind you. Exciting new experiences are on the horizon. Some of you, I feel you're holding your breath, either literally or figuratively. We need to release that. Whatever this is, we're going to release it. We're going to get it away, right? Get it off. Be free of it. Look at this. I never noticed this before. Look at the little person there. They're liberated. You have freed yourself. Authenticity. Whether it's getting to know yourself truly or showing the world who you really are, it will feel liberating. Get out of here. Look at that. They just free themselves, and then you get a card about authenticity. What frees you from anything not in alignment? Your authenticity. Practice authenticity. That was a big theme for 2025. I feel like we may have felt it, become closer to it, but now we're going to be putting it more into action. Right? It was much more reflective year than like action oriented for many of us. Right? There are always going to be exceptions. This is a general tarot reading. Oh, we're not doing those yet. Okay, fine. I keep trying to go to the animal cards and it's like, not yet, not yet. Okay. Galactic angel messages for the collective. If you love this reading, like it even a little, please do like the video, hype, subscribe, leave a comment, love it. Oh my goodness. Also, this is just, again, forgiveness. Here we go. Allow yourself forgiveness. Nothing was in vain. Now, how many cards are in this deck? I don't know. A lot. Enough, right? At least 44. And you're getting this card again. Everything happened exactly the way it was meant to, so you could grow. Release and let go. Let go. You've been self-sacrificing too long. Surrender. And let go. Release the energies you absorbed from others back to the universe. I give up. I give those energies up. Not you quit. Not that kind of give up. That's it. I surrender. That's it. I only have, that's it. I'm letting myself, I'm freeing myself. I'm forgiving myself. I'm forgiving others. And I'm just releasing myself from all of it. That's how you're going to move on. Move through something. That's how you're going to level up. Those are your next step. You're finding your balance. Yep. Rebalance your mind, body, and spirit. And for some of you, it means pull back and pamper. That's coming in too. What else do we have? Let's finish up with some angel numbers and some animal cards. You have orangutan. Here we go. All your feelings matter as they tell a story about your soul's essence. Honor them. Honor those feelings. And don't let anybody try to tell you you're too this or too that or not enough this or not enough that. There's this, I have a sign on my wall at my house that says, if I'm too much, go find less. Okay. So I don't know who said it originally, but it was a sign, a wooden sign painted, and I loved it. I'm like, that's going in the dining area. I call it the dining area. It's where the table and chairs are. Okay, it's not some fancy dining area. The parlor. No, that's actually different. But anyway, I don't have a parlor. Anyway, so whatever. All right, Arctic Fox. Within you lies the power to overcome, the strength to endure, and the spirit to thrive. Arctic Fox. Yeah, the Arctic fox isn't your traditional fox. They're awesome though. They're themselves. They're their own kind of fox. You're your own kind of fox. Oh, that's not what foxes say. Oh, don't even get me started on that song, right? Okay, it's time for me to wrap up this reading. I'm getting kind of giddy here. Let's see. Blue Whale, card 52, Shield of Light, Soul Star Chakra. That's the one that's going to be a little bit above our 7th chakra. All right, above your crown. So this is, you are divinely protected, friends. Nothing can truly harm you. Invoke your cosmic shield of light for energetic and spiritual protection. All right. Lastly, not lastly, we have Armadillo, Energy Protection, card 1. It's going to be a theme for February as well. And this is about, if you're feeling sensitive to harsh energies, remember to shield yourself. There you go again. Shield of light. Shield yourself. Energy protection. Ask your angels to guard and protect you. Trust you are safe. If you don't have the words, you're overwhelmed, get yourself a little bell. Ring the bell. Just program it so that when you ring that bell, that is to bring in angelic help or help from your guides. Let them know that's your stress call, if you will, right? Because sometimes it can be, I'm about to cry now. I don't know, somebody out there, I'm sending you a big hug, man, woman, man, person. Yeah. I know what I'm saying, man, I don't normally say that. So if you know me anyway, you know that. But yeah, keep having that faith and program that bell or whatever works for you, a stone, whatever it is, just that so your guides know, so the universe knows, so your God knows that when you ring that bell, it's a sign that you need them to swoop in at that moment. I hope that brings someone some relief out there and helps in some way. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, but I don't have the words sometimes when I'm feeling certain ways. So let's see what else we have. Connect to the higher mission. Card 1717. That's the equivalent of double star. That's healing. It's time to inspire, teach, and heal others. Beautiful energy here. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you very much. Thanks so much. Take care.